Dick Heller, Michael Moore, and the Killing Fields of America. Let's talk about it. What's up, Wolverines, and welcome to my little part of the internet known as John Crump News. If you don't know who I am, my name is John Crump. I'm an investigative journalist, and I keep an eye on 2A issues. I investigate gun companies and the agencies and organizations that want to violate your God-given right to carry a firearm. If you can do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sure you know the drill, but it does help get my message out there, and I would be very appreciative of you if you did that. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about today's stories. Yes, I only do one story a day, but I'm doing 3 today because one is an idiot, one is kind of important, and the other one is important as well. The first one I'm going to talk about is Michael Moore because this is going to be the shortest. Michael Moore is an idiot and wants to repeal the Second Amendment and replace it with the 28th Amendment that will infringe on your rights, which is not exactly what the Constitution's supposed to do, but Michael Moore is an idiot. Now let's jump from a guy that's totally anti-gun to a guy that's totally pro-gun, and that is Dick Heller. Dick Heller is the man. If you don't know who Dick Heller is, he is the reason why you can carry a firearm in D.C. Way before the Bruen decision, Heller appealed D.C.'s May issue and won. D.C. became shall issue. They did not appeal to the Supreme Court because they thought they were going to lose if they did. And as we saw in Bruen, they were absolutely right. They would have lost if they would have went to the Supreme Court. Well, Heller is now filing another lawsuit, and this is on DC's ban on the amount of ammunition that a concealed carrier can carry. DC bans concealed carry holders from carrying more than 10 rounds in their firearms. Dick Heller wants to carry more and has now filed a lawsuit to try to get DC's limitation on rounds that you can carry thrown out. And with the Bruen decision, he has a great chance of succeeding. I haven't talked to Dick about it, but I plan to, and I plan to actually try to have him on my podcast. No promises, but I am going to try to get him on this week. Now for our final story. Our idiot-in-chief, President Joe Biden, has called everyday places in America killing fields. He did this during a ceremony celebrating the passage of the Bipartisan Safer Community Act, or as I like to call it, the Cornyn Anti-Gun Act of 2022. Biden actually said that the bill is an important start to his gun control platform. He has said that he is not satisfied with just the bill and is going to push for more things. Some of the things that President Biden wants to pass is a ban on most semi-automatic rifles, basically a return to the Clinton-era assault weapons ban, but with an expanded definition of what assault weapon is. He actually wants to ban more things. The assault weapons ban sunsetted in 2004, and he wants to make a permanent one. He also wants to ban body armor because, protecting yourself isn't important or anything. He also wants to put magazine limitations in effect too. Well, all that stuff will probably run afoul of Bruen, but, you can't tell him anything because he's senile. In his press conference, he pulled people from different mass killings, from Columbine to Virginia Tech to Sandy Hook to Parkland to Santa Fe to Uvalde to Buffalo and Highland Park. Basically, if there was a mass killing anywhere, he had people to represent those people there. They were backdrop and they were props. Biden said that the new legislation that was passed would save lives, but he didn't give any indication of how, and no hard evidence. You got to remember, this is the guy that claimed cannons were banned 4 times during the Revolutionary War, even though he was debunked every time. He kept on pushing that false narrative over and over again and offered no proof as to what the hell he was talking about. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know what he's talking about on a daily basis. So there's that. There are so many different things to pick apart with the new laws. So let me just pick a couple. First, red flag laws. The law offers funding for red flag laws in states. Red flag laws involve what's called an ex parte hearing, where the target of the order doesn't get a chance to defend themselves. Basically, there's no due process, and that is a huge issue because that runs afoul of the Constitution. And then we have the so-called boyfriend loophole. Basically, if you are dating or recently have dated someone that is a prohibited person, you are now a prohibited person. They don't really define what dating is. So does that mean like a dinner? Does that mean a speed date? Who the hell knows? All I know is that they can say that you're prohibited. And this is a huge issue when it comes to stalking. Most stalkers are ex-boyfriends or ex-girlfriends of the victim. And this law prevents the victim from getting something that is the most effective tool for self-defense, and that is a gun. Not only that, but totalitarian regimes across the world have used similar laws. North Korea, if you're guilty of a crime, your family is also guilty of that crime in the eyes of the state, and everyone gets punished. And this law is kind of like that. It's guilt by association. Many in the gun community have compared these laws to China's social credit score. But even though that Biden is the most anti-gun president ever and he's pushing all this anti-gun agenda stuff, not all the anti-gun zealots are happy. Manuel Oliver, who lost his son during the Parkland attack, and I do feel bad for him for losing his son, interrupted Biden during his press conference. Oliver believes that Biden is not anti-gun enough. Oliver will not settle for anything less than their full repeal of the Second Amendment. But he is dealing with tragedy, and some people just go off the edge when they deal with tragedy. So that is what happened at the White House today. No matter what Biden does, the Bruin decision helps us out a lot. We can defeat a lot of this anti-gun stuff using the Bruin decision. All right, guys, I hope you got something out of it today. If you did, go ahead and give me a like and share this video. All right, if you want to see what I did over the weekend, too bad you can't. But you can see this video that I shot over the weekend right there, and it's about Rhode Island and their fight back against a tyrannical government. All right, guys, I love you very much. Stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight, and I am out of here. Wolverine's motherfucker.